Good morning. Bonjour. Hola. Or ciao, baby. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? Or good afternoon or good evening. If you're off in Europe, if you're in Asia somewhere, maybe you're in Africa and it's not morning or early afternoon, but where I am in Edmonton, Alberta, it is almost lunchtime. So welcome in. How was your weekend? Are you all pumped up for a Monday? Yes, it is Monday. One of those days of the week that we don't always look forward to. I know when I was teaching, Monday was always the drag yourself out of bed in the morning, take a shower, brush your teeth, all that kind of stuff that is part of the workday. And now it's Monday morning. I get to come on here and go, hey, how are you doing? Ciao and hola and aloha and all those other things. So welcome into the Monday, guys. This is episode number, what are we on? Number 89, plus a few Hawk episodes, plus a few other kind of random episodes. So episode 89, Let There Be Giants. Yes, Let There Be Giants. One of the premier pitchers is out there in the wild. Atlee Hammaker? Yes, he is out there in the wild. The 100 limited edition. There are only 25 of these cards out there, and I think it's probably one of the most valuable cards on the card shop. I don't know. Maybe someone's been to the card shop recently. Is this the highest price card out there right now? It's definitely got to be one of them. I know the Jackie Robinson missions. I know the Negro League missions. Some of those cards are pretty high. Obviously, the Cody Bellinger that came out recently. But I'm guessing this is probably the most sought-after commodity, being a top 5 starting pitcher in the game right now. A lot of people want these, and I think only a handful have been pulled. Maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 7 at the most. And Mad Mutts, you pulled an Atlee Hammaker? What number was it? That will give us an indication of approximately how many have been pulled, because when Dish was on I don't know, Thursday or Friday, I think he said like 3 or 4 were pulled. So you pulled the number 4. So the question is, this is always a question. You pulled it. Should you keep it for perfect team or should you sell it? Mad Mutts, there's many different strategies here. It all depends on what your long-term goals are. Do you want to work your way up to perfect league quickly, and you have the resources, you have the perfect points, you have the money if you invest money in to get there? Because one card is great, but you're going to need a few more of the better cards to get to perfect. Or do you want to sell off this card, get a boatload of perfect points, buy 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, or buy cards to finish off missions to get other cards and packs, and work your way up to perfect league or diamond league a little bit slower. So it all depends on what your game plan is, what your strategy is. I'll tell you what I do. I'm a turtle. I go slow in this race. I don't rush to get to perfect league as fast as I can, because I'm mainly a free to play player. I do buy the perfect team plus, but other than that, I don't invest a ton of money into the game. And for me, I pulled Addy Joss on one of my teams within the first couple weeks. And yeah, he's a premier pitcher. He would help my team out. But for me, I figured, here's a pitcher people are willing to pay 340,000 perfect points is what I sold him for. And now you can't sell him for that. Now maybe you get 250, 225,000 perfect points. So I sold high, and then I used that to hold on to some perfect points. I still have about 200,000 perfect points, but I've bought a few gold pitchers. I bought a few mission cards just to kind of get a few pieces to get some of the good cards that are playable, because I'm in the lower leagues. And I don't really, although I'd like to win the lower leagues, ultimately, I don't care how many trophies I get at lower leagues. They're nice and you should celebrate them, but I'm looking at the big prize at the end. I'm looking at getting to perfect league. And so I sold Addy Joss. Last year, I pulled Sam Crawford. and I sold him fairly right away. I kind of struggled. Should I keep him? Should I sell him? He was part of Platinum 4. I sold him for over 300,000 perfect points. And that helped me buy 6, 7, 8, 9 players for my theme team that ultimately went and stayed in Diamond for a long time. So ultimately, that's your decision on the path that you want to take. It is a great card. Ezra, of course, being a San Francisco Giants card, it would be tough to pry this card out of his hands. But if you want to do the turtle kind of pace and build up your team, you could sell off this card and definitely get a lot of pieces to help build that team moving forward. Will there be better pitchers? Absolutely. 2, 3, 4 months down the road, this pitcher may be a bullpen pitcher, or he may not even be in your lineup, because we are going to get better cards as we go. But as of right now, April 24th, 2023, this is a premium card, and there's only 25. So even if you don't sell him right away, he's going to hold value for a fairly long time, at least until the better pitchers come along and replace him. And then not many people are going to want to buy him unless they're doing a San Francisco theme team or a theme team that could involve him. So great card. I'd love to have this card, but with my strategy, I would probably sell it. And I'm sure there's a lot of demand on the card shop. I don't know. I haven't checked the card shop, but I'm sure you have 3, 4, 5, 6 people that have buy orders in. Doesn't mean you take the highest buy order. You kind of pick the price, especially if no other ones are listed on the card shop right now. So it is one of the most sought after cards in the game, and that just came out recently. So you're thinking the way I am. Top price now, buy price is 302. Again, you could put it up for 400,000, and I bet you it might take a day or two, but it probably would sell. If you have people willing to pay 300, they're probably willing to pay another 20, 30% to get that card as part of their team, especially this early. And if it doesn't sell in a couple of days, you can bring the price down, bring it down to 375 and then to 350. But if you wait too long, if you hold out and wait and sell it in a month, you may not get the same value, although it is that limited edition card out of 25. I pulled the Lefty Grove limited edition 25 last year, and it held its value pretty good all the way till the end of the game. So again, that's my advice for you. So yes, Let There Be Giants, episode number 89. Well, first got to start off, because this is my first stream since the Streamathon, and want to thank everyone involved in the successful OOTP 24 Streamathon, all the affiliates, and Ezra, who filled in for a shift because we had kind of a gap here, and Ezra was willing to step in and to eat up about an hour and a half of time. And we went straight through, right from 1 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday all the way into the early mornings of Friday morning. So yes, we went straight through. Kidneys even covered the 7th inning stretch. He covered that hour and a half gap that we had early in the morning. He just extended his stream. So thank you to all the affiliates. Thank you to OOTP and their partner Com2 US for sponsoring this. 36 hours, 13 streamers, over 5,000 views over a 3 calendar day period. Extremely, extremely successful. And thank you guys. I know there were some of you that I know Chess Safari tuned into every single stream. He hardcore went after every single stream. Nas Base, I think you went through a lot of the different streams as well. Some of you were hardcore streamathoners, and I thank you for being part of this too, because without you guys watching, we don't have a streamathon. And what's really amazing is the behind the scenes people, the people that help make this work and deliver the giveaway prizes. We had all of our giveaway prizes, the packs, the Steam codes, the Fast Spring codes. Anyone who won a prize, you had those within 24 hours at the end of the stream. So we finished early Friday morning. Prizes were given out no later than late Friday night. So what an amazing effort by the OOTP development team for making this work, making it happen. And who knows, maybe down the line, we will do another one. Our first one was a 12-hour one back around Christmas time. This one was 36 hours. I don't know if we could go 100 hours, but hey, nothing's off the table for the next Streamathon. So again, thank you guys. Thank you to the affiliates, the follows, the subscriptions, the support that you guys have given, the positivity, the great comments. You guys make this all worthwhile. So thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, I am a laptop hound, and I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and it's always great to see new people in here. Thank you to IB Dugan. Thank you to Warua Fua, and to Shades_OG. Thank you guys for the recent follows today. And of course, big thank you to all my recent subscribers over the last 14 days as well for helping support my coffee addiction. Thank you. Yes, we have a Nespresso hazelnut vanilla flavoring today with some butterscotch coffee syrup and some half and half whipped milk. Yes, that is the Nespresso coffee of the day. Again, I stream Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays. Looking forward to the tournaments returning where we could participate in some tournaments. And again, I take my big ad break about every hour. So in about 40 minutes from now is when the first one comes up. And yes, it will be another giveaway day, as it always is. Every stream I do, OOTP has allowed me to give you guys some packs. So we divide it up into two different groups, 15 packs total, 10 for one user, 5 for another user. And when those tournaments return, then there's an additional 5 packs for the tournament winner. So looking forward, I'm hoping those come back within the next week or two. So we'll see. So stay tuned until the end of the episode, and hopefully you have a chance at those packs. All right. How was your week, guys? How did your week go? Tell me all about it. You can either put it in the post here, or if you had a successful week, if you have any cool screenshots from your recent season, come over to the Discord, small little community, and we post a lot of, different achievements. We post funny things like the golf packs that I think Fnatic might have posted this one. Still working on the lowest score of the golf pack, which is basically the worst standard pack you can get. If you get a 60 and 40s, like low 40s, you are the golf winner, and you will go down in OOTP lore as a hero for having the best golf score. So the best would be 100. That would mean 60, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. That's the best golf score you can get is 100. But any 60 and then a 41, a 40, a 42, a 43, a 40, that's going to get you a pretty good golf score. You will go into the clubhouse as a hero. If you're new to OOTP and you have no clue what this game is about, it's only the best simulation game out there. Yeah, there are others. There are other sports games. There is EA, there is 2K, there is all these other sports games, Nintendo out there. But in terms of simulation, baseball, woo, as Dishnet would say, ooh, Nelly, this is the best simulation game out there. You can get it on the shop, and you can also use my code. We'll put it in the link here, Laptop Hound 24, and that will save you 10% on the Steam version, on the PC version. So if you didn't win one during our giveaway and you're still thinking of getting it, believe me, a well worth $40 spent. You will get so much value in entertainment out of this game. I know I do. I know many people in the chat do. And if you're a hockey fan, you can even bundle it up and save on the hockey version too. So all you have to do is go to this coupon code here, put in Laptop Hound 24 and apply it. And then when you go back up, hopefully Hopefully it'll work, but maybe I need to refresh my browser. There we go. Yes, that 10% was applied. And hey, buys you an extra coffee at Tim Hortons, Starbucks, the local gas station, Seattle's Best, Dunkin' Donuts, Joey's coffee shop down the street, wherever you may get your coffee, your tea, your beverage of choice, 10% savings. All right, let me check the chat. Let's see how you guys did over the weekend. Do we have any champions? Do we have any trophy winners in here? No one's bragging about a trophy. What's going on? Did you guys all lose out in the championships? I know if Cubs fan Steve is here, didn't you win one, Cubs fan Steve? I think I saw somewhere that you had a nail biter. I think you went 7 games in the conference championships and then 7 in the World Series. What else? Nothing else really no kind of gloating going on in the chat. There we go. Harry's Clubs. Now, Cubs fan Steve, I know EVC is going to cover this in his stream after I raid into him a little bit later, but Cubs fan Steve, I saw on your team, you have Dave Steeb on there. High five there, buddy. Dave Steeb. Of course, you add Dave Steeb to your team, you're going to have a championship team. Boom. There we go. But I have to ask you, how does Dave Steeb fit in with your theme? Because I know he was never a Cub, but I think he was a White Sox for one season. So does that count? Is it like any team that Harry Carey called games for? So because he was a White Sox, he qualifies. So basically any Cubs or any White Sox fits into that team. And hey, he did great. Of course he did. He did great. He's Dave Steeb. He is a Blue Jay / one season White Sox legend. So good for you that Dave Steeb decided to go to Chicago for 1 year. And then a few years later, he came back to Toronto. He retired for like 3 or 4 seasons. And then he came back, I think, in the late 90s for one final season, in a very temporary kind of position for the Toronto Blue Jays. Never won a World Series ring with Toronto, unfortunately. He kind of left just before, and then he came back just after. So poor Dave Steeb, I don't think, I could be wrong, unless he won it as a pitching coach or, part of the staff. I don't believe Dave Steeb won a ring. 30 minutes counts, yes. Being on the team for a cup of coffee helped get you that championship. So congratulations. Did he Z Bartel? Because I looked on his baseball reference page and it says he didn't win a World Series. So I don't know. I've seen conflicting things. I haven't looked deeply into it. Some places, some people say he did, some say he didn't. I don't know for sure if he did. And Cubs fan Steve, your main team is in gold with the Gym Unknowns. We're going to look at the Gym Unknowns. I am experimenting with them early in the season. I'm doing something really weird with them. Well, not really weird. It's just a unique build. So hope to see you there. Hope to see you in the playoffs in gold. I think, did we get a 25,000 gold bonus? Cubs fan, did you get that for getting promoted to gold? Or was it 50,000 if you're a points plus perfect team member? You did get the bonus? Okay, so I should have the bonus on my Blue Jays too. Okay, Z Bartel, he was awarded a ring despite being injured for the postseason. Well, if he does have a ring, thank goodness. I'm glad he does have a ring. 25,000 for gold, and you earned it with your team. So thanks to Cubs fan for confirming that. IBDB, thank you for confirming it. And now Space has the official 25 to gold, 50 to diamond, 75 to perfect, and perfect point multipliers for those levels. Okay, is that only if you have perfect point plus, or do you still get the 25,000 if you don't have the plus membership? I'm going to be honest, I don't invest a lot of time into my teams yet. I'm too busy spamming the tournaments and doing perfect drafts. I would say 80% of my gameplay right now is perfect drafts and my bronze tournaments, with just a little bit of time going into the Rocky Mountain Gladiators and the Jim Mundone Blue Jays. Right now, I'm trying to build resources. That's my goal. As I told Mad earlier, I'm trying to build up resources. I'm trying to build up packs. I'm trying to build up choice packs and get cards there. I'm trying to build perfect points in many ways and buy a few cards on the card shop. I'm not so worried about construction of the team to win right now. I'm worried about acquiring resources and then later on having a bank full of resources to move up the ladder, hopefully a little bit quicker. If you know what I mean. Razor, good to see you, Razor FMG. And you thought that it was PT Plus only, but it's for everyone. Okay, well, that's good. It's good that everyone that goes up to gold, and that's just a one-time thing. So if you go down to silver again and go back up to gold, you're not going to get another 25,000. It's basically, once you hit gold, you get it. Once you hit diamond, you get it. And if you're lucky enough to hit perfect, you get that too. Okay, good. I'm correct on that. All right, what else? Again, if you're new, head off to the main OOTP website. On that website, you can find everything you need to know about OOTP. They have a very in-depth forum there, kind of like a Discord, but you can ask questions. You can look at people's posts, some negative, be prepared. There's some negativity. There are some people out there that get upset and, want to rant, and they have the right to rant about things that aren't going right in the game. But there's definitely a lot more positivity I find on the Discord, on the forum. So everything about OOTP all the way back down to OOTP 19, which was the very first Perfect Team Edition. The very first one came out with this version of the game, but about 3/4 of the way into the cycle. Came out really late. So you can check out the forum. Also download the mobile version, OOTP Go. I have it on my phone, OOTP Go. And that's probably where I do most of my spamming of tournaments. While I'm eating supper, I'll have my phone out and open tournament, click. And then it says full, 16 of 16. Oh, and then you got to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. Oh, open, click. Oh, just got in on time. And then you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. Now, open, click. Yeah. I use my phone mainly for that. Yes, that is a Canadian A phone, not an iPhone. It's an A phone. Take off, hoser. Take off, you hosers from the South. Or as South Park famously said in one of their movies, blame Canada. Just blame Canada for everything. Also, you can check OOTP out on Twitter. I think I have this programmed right. There's Perfect Team on Twitter, and then there's the regular OOTP Twitter site, page, contact information, all that right there. And there's that beautiful Atlee Hammaker card again. And Mad, I can't remember the last part of your name, Mad, but hey, if you sell that, let me know at some point what you sold it for and how you're going to use those perfect points. Ted McGinn, I saw a post at the beginning that you are headed off to Europe. Have a safe trip. Enjoy the trip. Some of you know my story back in 2019, right before the lockdowns hit. I was still teaching, and I was able to escort a group of 50 students over to Europe. We landed in Frankfurt, where then we went to Berlin, and then we went through Slovakia, we went through the Czech Republic, we went through Austria, we went to Hungary, to Poland, to Auschwitz in Poland, and then we came back and left from Frankfurt again. So it sounds like, Ted, that you have a very similar trip planned. We went to, again, Berlin. I don't know if you're going to Berlin, you're going to Austria, or to Vienna. You're going to, I can't remember what the capital city of Oh, Prague. Went to Prague. Prague's a beautiful city. If you have a chance to go to Prague, whoa, talk about the history. As a social studies teacher, I was in my glory walking around the old parts of Prague, just buildings like that go to the sky. Some of these churches that I, boy, I don't know how they built these things, but for that time period, huge, huge old buildings in Prague. And then Budapest. Budapest was it's an older area. It's a little bit more poverty. There's not a lot as much wealth in Budapest, but a beautiful city. And I learned that Budapest used to be two cities, Buda and Pest, with a river running between them. And then at some point they combined them, they merged them into Budapest. And then we went to Warsaw, Poland, and yeah, sounds like you have a trip very similar to that, Ted. So enjoy it. Amsterdam to Budapest. Oh, you're doing the river cruise. We went when we were in Budapest. We did go on the riverboat, and you're gonna love it at night. I hope you're going through Budapest at night on the riverboat. So beautiful. The lights. It's like a postcard image. You're going to take a lot of pictures, I hope, Ted. But yeah, the river trip on the Danube. We just went through Budapest on the river trip, but yeah, you're going to really enjoy it. So it's a special time. We never got as far west as Amsterdam. Frankfurt was our farthest west, but maybe you'll see Andy from maybe you'll see Andy from Sheffield. Maybe he'll take a trip down and have a pint with you. And there's Andy. Speaking of Sheffield, special consignment in Amsterdam. Rome, yeah. I'd love to make it back sometime to Europe. So on the main OOTP Twitter site, again, all the information. They even shouted out our streamathon. Thank you, OOTP, once again. And TJ will be back tomorrow night. Get your OOTP packs from the official streamer TJ tomorrow night. Rich may or may not be on tonight. I'm not sure if he will be streaming. I believe he was under the weather last night. That's why he wasn't on. So depending on how he's feeling, he may or may not be on tonight to get you some packs. And of course, the new content comes out on Thursday. If you're new to OOTP, every Thursday, a big bulk group of content comes out. We're not talking the limited edition cards. Those kind of come out whenever, like the Hammaker did. But the new sets, they come out on Thursday morning at noon. And again, whether you're on your device, whether you're on your laptop, you can go to the Twitch page for OOTP and watch Dish and collect your packs as he goes through them. I'm guessing, I don't have any inside information. I have no clue what the set is. But at some point very soon, we're going to get the Future Legends cards. So if I had to make a wager, I'd say Future Legends are going to be this week or next week. That's just my intuition coming in. And of course, after DishNet, we have the Hawk, the Hound analysis with kidneys. We'll be doing that right after Dish finishes streaming on Thursday. So stay tuned for that. And of course, in the Hawk Report, we have the Generation Showdown. And the good news for kidneys, the good news is that we are heading back to his ballpark and he will open packs last, which has been very favorable to me as I had home field for the first 3 games. So if you haven't checked out kidneys, make sure you do. Check him out on Twitch and give him some support. I'll put his link back in chat right there. You know what they put on French fries in Amsterdam? I'm going to guess mayonnaise or Miracle Whip. That's what I'm guessing. And thank you, Mr. Wrestling. Thank you for supporting the Hawk Report. Yeah, we have a lot of fun with it. It's a rush getting it ready because we don't know the cards until you guys see the cards. So trying to get everything set up to give us our analysis or give you guys our analysis. Yeah, it's quite the rush of preparation, but I'm glad you enjoy it. Malt vinegar Which one's correct? Was Ezra correct with malt vinegar, or was I correct with mayo? Oh, mayo. Okay. Yeah, I heard that somewhere, that mayo on the French fries. I mean, I guess some people think ketchup on French fries is weird. Some people think vinegar on French fries is weird. You know, some people think peanut butter on French fries is weird. Yes. And if you want to get caught up on some OOTP news and find out a little bit more about the gears that make OOTP work, go to the podcast on the main site. Go find the podcast. Again, it's right on the OOTP development site, right at the very bottom. You can find the podcast there and check out some of the former episodes. Find out some information from the developers, Matt Arnold, Will Batt, content creator Paul Sporer. Great information about OOTP. All right. you guys are having fun with the French fries. Well, hey, speaking of food, we're going to have our celebration of what we should be celebrating on April 24th coming up soon. But look at that, guys. In Edmonton, I do not have to put a parka on anymore. No parka. In Edmonton, it is 14 degrees Celsius. For you Americans, that's about 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Getting a little bit of rain. But look, we're going to get up to 69 by Sunday, which translates to 21 degrees. I'm loving it. As McDonald's says, remember that commercial? I'm loving it. Unless you're a Zoomer, you probably don't remember the commercial, but it's one of those jingles that gets stuck in your head. Weather around North America. What do we got going on? What are you guys experiencing? Cubs fan, 82 degrees in Orlando. Phoenix, AZ Axel around the Arizona area, 76 degrees. Aloha, Honolulu, 72. We got 63 in New Orleans, one of my favorite American cities. I was in Dallas in 2019. Don't go there in the summer. I seriously, the people that live in Dallas, it was like it was like 40 degrees Celsius on the couple days I was in Dallas, like 38 to 40 in the summertime. Woo, that was hot. Kansas City, IROC is experiencing 59 degrees. What else do we got? We've got Wildcat Bandit at 56 degrees. So yeah, kind of typical weather for this time of year. Sean Soul 10, I don't see any Colorado on here yet. Not sure what it is in the Colorado area in Denver. And then the cold spot, of course, set your clocks. As always, it's Eureka at minus 15. But the good news is there are only 4 places in the Americas, 4 of the bigger places in the Americas that are in the negatives for temperature. Yes, summer is coming. And hey, for Andy in Sheffield, we got to do a report for him because we can't ignore our UK people. It looks like some rain. You're going to get there, Andy. It looks like you're going to get rain on Wednesday and maybe some snow or scattered sleet. I don't know if you call it sleet in UK, but Thursday and Friday. So looks like you have some non-favorable weather, unless that's normal. I don't know. Is that normal for UK where like 5 out of 7 days it's some sort of precipitation? And I don't know if it's your cross-country rivals, but Birmingham, because we do have a couple of viewers from Birmingham, UK, not Alabama, but it's kind of the same. So pretty much anywhere you go in the UK, in the central UK area, looks like you're going to experience rain, sleet. You're not going to get very warm temperatures over the next week. Going to party outside Rogers Place. Oh, you read my mind, Machia Pet. Yes, hockey. Have you guys been following the hockey playoffs? In our kind of little OOTP bracket, just have 4 people in. Mexameme chose Boston to win it all. And his bracket here, or her, not sure if it's a his or her, Mexameme, Boston over Colorado. So Mexameme, if you're in the chat, taking a look at your bracket here. What else do we got? We've got the Sea Shockers. Chose my Oilers. Chose the Oilers over the Boston Bruins. There we go for the Sea Shockers. Heath Dog, Heath DG chose his Carolina Hurricanes over my Edmonton Oilers. All right, so we got a Carolina choice there. And my bracket, well, yeah, I've chosen the Boston Bruins over the Edmonton Oilers. And I have to tell you, Edmonton is scaring me. Edmonton is making me a little bit nervous with how the games are going. They've played 4 games so far. 3 of them have gone to overtime. 3 of the 4 games have gone to overtime, and 2 of those were won by the Los Angeles Kings. So right now, Edmonton and LA are tied 2-2, 2 games apiece in the best of 7. The Stars and the Wild are tied at 2-2. The Bruins are going to take this one. They are an elite team. They're ahead of the Panthers 3-1. The Hurricanes, who are top of their division, they are beating the Islanders 3-1. The Avalanche, 2-1 lead over the Kraken. They play again tonight. And Rich Grisham's Devils are ahead of our very own who was teasing him again in the chat the other night? Who is the big Rangers fan? That was Nicolino. Yeah, Nicolino is a big Ranger fan. So Rich Grisham behind Nicolino's Rangers 2-1. So tonight we got, a few games on the schedule. The Knights and the Jets. The Knights are up 2-1. Avalanche and Kraken. So Sean, your Avalanche looking good. And also, who else plays tonight? Leafs are up 2-1 on Tampa Bay. I don't know if you've watched any of that. That is a nasty series. The Leafs and the Lightning. Woo! That is playoff hockey. And of course, the Rangers and Devils back up. Yes. Oh, did I say the Devils were up? Yeah, it's the Rangers that are up 2-1. So yeah, it is exciting. There is not going to be a sweep in the first round. Every team has won at least one game. All right, let's get on to what should you be celebrating today? What should you take some time out of the day to celebrate? Well, here's one I think you're going to enjoy. Today, April 24th, is National Scream Day. Everyone, let's cause an earthquake here. Everyone at the top of their lungs, wherever you may be, belt one out. Ah! Yes, it is National Scream Day. As it says, self-care is important, but it doesn't always mean good smelling candles, bubble baths, and meditation. Sometimes you just need a good scream. Yes, it can be therapeutic and stress reducing. So if you're in the middle of a shopping mall, if you're in your cubicle, if you're in the classroom, or if you're in your basement, wherever you may be, and you scream and someone says, "What are you doing, buddy? What's going on?" Just say, "I'm doing my part." It's National Scream Day. So get part of it. History of Scream Day. For over 2,000 years, Eastern medicine has enjoyed and promoted the health benefits of the scream. Primal screaming has a long history too. The day is fairly new, so it hasn't been around for a long time. I just don't recommend you scream in people's face. They might kind of get annoyed with that. But if you just belt one out, hey, you have an excuse now. Or maybe this is what they mean. National Scream Day. I think, isn't there a new movie that came out recently, like Scream 46 or something? I don't know what version they're on right now. I think I saw the first couple of the Scream movies, But yeah, I've missed probably the last half a dozen or so. How many ever Scream movies are out there right now? All right, what else do we have to celebrate today? It is National Pig in a Blanket Day. Oh, yeah, it is National Pig in a Blanket Day. Sausage, hot dog wrapped in dough. Again, I don't know where you're from right now, because when I look at we got we've got 13 countries here watching. 13, including one from Taiwan. We've got someone from Romania, Poland. We've got Estonia, Brazil, Australia, 2 from South Korea. If it's our COM2 US partners, welcome in. We've got 2 from France, bonjour, monsieur, mademoiselle. We've got 2 from Germany, 2 from Belgium, and 6 from the UK, and of course, Canada and USA. Do you guys have this in your country? Do you have pigs in a blanket? And if you do you wrap it in bacon? So you've got the little hot dog or sausage, you put the dough around it, you deep fry it, you wrap it in bacon, you put the little toothpick in. Oh, delicious. Every day should involve bacon and sausage. Just no mayo and fries. You can have the fries. Andy, I got to ask you this, because you have Costco's in UK, don't you? At their food court in Costco in the UK, what do they serve? Because in America and Canada, we have hot dogs for $1.50. Comes with a free soda. We've got pizza for like $2. We've got ice cream. We've got chicken wings. And I think we got coffee. Oh, and we've got poutine, of course. We have poutine at our Costco's. What do you guys have at your UK Costco's? Do you have like the same things? Or do you have some like, shepherd's pie and I don't know what kind of dessert they would have there. So, oh, you don't know? You don't know? You haven't been to a Costco in the UK? Always curious at Costco's around the world what their food court is like. just a random tangent. All right, National Pig in a Blanket Day since 1957. We give credit to Betty Crocker, who came up with pigs in a blanket. There you go. And of course, how do you celebrate it? Well, you eat them. Of course, you eat the pigs in a blanket. You host a pig in the blanket party. And you try the dessert version. Oh, interesting. So the dessert pig in a blanket is you take banana, wrap it in phyllo dough, put some Nutella or peanut butter on it. Banana, dough, peanut butter. Haven't tried that before. Regional menus, blue, bird, silver. Yeah, I'm sure they have regional menus. Some might have, obviously in places where there might be different concentration of different kind of food group. Yeah, they'd have those there. Sounds amazing. Reminds you of banana lumpia. I mean, I've had peanut butter and banana on toast. Yeah, that's good. You put some peanut butter on some toast, you slice up some bananas. Or as a kid, I had peanut butter and banana sandwiches. You take a couple of slices of bread and you put some banana and peanut butter on it. Oh, it's Filipino? Oh, okay. Interesting. No poutine at your Bay Area Costco's. Well, you're missing out. The fries with that crispy coating, you put cheese curds, and then you dump a bunch of hot gravy on it and a couple chicken fingers. Ooh, baby. Yeah, that is a delicious Costco food dish. And the third day is Firefly Day. But we have a hard break coming up here, guys. Going to start in a couple seconds. We will be back in about 3 minutes. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Again, giveaway at the end of the stream. Be back in a few. All right, we are back. Just reading through the chat. Nersha Benko, if you are still here, sorry I missed the raid a little bit earlier, just so caught up in things, so many screens going on, little alerts going off. But Nersha Benko, one of the best, if not the best, commissioners for live online league baseball. Man, this kid, I'm going to call him a kid because I know he's younger than me, puts in a lot of work, very dedicated to his leagues for many, many, many years. So Nersha Benko, thank you so much for bringing the crew over for the Hound today, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and enjoy some pigs in the blanket, or, you know, some fries and mayonnaise. So I saw someone here posted that they used to work. Oh, Bluebird, your college job was working in the Costco food court. So you've been surrounded by hot dogs, pizza. Man, you must have been in your glory with all that fast food easily available, because I'm sure you got discounts on your food. Can't beat $1.79 for a foot long and a hot dog. Yeah, in Canada, I think it's $1.07. Yeah, it's pretty close to that. But anyway, while the break was going on, I thought, let me answer my own question. What food is available at the different Costcos? So if you are in, I'm going to go to Canada right off the bat here. And let's see if I make that a little bit bigger here. I saw someone in the chat mentioning they're coming to Canada and they can't wait to try the poutine in Canada. This is kind of what we have. We've got the French fries, and then underneath it's got poutine for $4.99. Our hot dogs are $1.50 Canadian, which is like probably $1.10 American. Comes with a pop. We've got 2 types of pizza. We've got the chicken wings. We've got ice cream sundaes and ice cream cones. For my friends down in Australia, looks like they got a longer, like that foot long hot dog. And I don't know the price conversions, but look at this. They've got mango smoothies. They've got banh mi. Banh mi? Never heard of that before. And they've got salad bowls. Completely new to Australia. Mango smoothies. All pork. Yeah, all pork in the in Australia. Canada, we have a choice. You can either get the all beef, or you can get the Polish sausage, which is kind of like just a spicier pork hot dog. What else do we got? Oh, this kid is he's just so much to choose from here, Lap. What do I get? Looks like he's looking at the poutine. Ooh, yeah, he wants himself some poutine there in England. All right, what do we got? I can't even see because all these ads here. Let's see if I close that. There we go. All right, this is what we have for Andy in Sheffield. For those in Birmingham, you've got caramel coffee frappes. Oh, they used to have those at our Costco's in Canada. They were delicious. And then they got rid of them. You've got some like waffle cones, a couple types of pizzas. You got the all B. Oh, you got the all B. It's currently unavailable there, Andy. All B hot dog. So about a pound and a half. You've got jacket. What are jacket potatoes? Baked beans, cheese. So it's like chili on a potato? Jacket potatoes. Interesting. You got the Aberdeen Angus cottage pie. Oh, yeah, you've got to have the meat pie. And then what are these? Chicken bake and the Korean barbecue beef bake. And then some sort of chicken sandwich on the side there. So baked potato covered in chili. It's kind of like our version of poutine, just instead of fries, it's a baked potato. Where are we at here? Iceland. All right, Iceland, I can't pronounce these words, so I have no clue, but it looks very similar. Ice cream, some sort of orange juice, mango juice, some sort of hot dog. Japan, we've got the caramel soft cream, the Hokkaido soft cream. Looks like caramel in there. And then they've got the cheeseburger, the garden burger, the pulled pork burger. Oh, yeah. And they got the Aussie beef pie in Japan at Costco. Korea. Yeah, that's what I would expect. A lot of kind of Korean dishes. So those viewers from South Korea, this is what you get at your Costco. You got your ice cream, pumpkin soup, sweet pumpkin soup. And I don't know how much this translates into, but I see 4,000 and I go, holy smokes, that's expensive. You got the chashwa fried rice, Mexico. This is a bad site for ads. Mexico, you've got the churro. You got ice cream sundaes. You got the hot dog, the pizza, the chicken bake. Yeah. And Spain, in Madrid, pizza, some sort of chicken rolls. Yeah. So a lot of similar things across the different Costco's around the world. All right. Were you guys big fans of Firefly? I never watched it, but apparently it's a cult favorite. Firefly Day. It only had one season, but for over 20 years, it's had this really big following, starring Nathan Fillion, I think is his name, Nathan Fillion, who's Canadian, by the way, from Edmonton, Nathan Fillion. And one of the Baldwins is in there. So you probably recognize some of the actors, but it is Celebrate Firefly Day. Just one season back in probably 2002 when it came on. There's always been a big push to come back. And I just heard the other day they may be bringing back Firefly with Nathan Fillion back in the lead role. So it may be returning to like Netflix or Amazon Prime, somewhere it's going to come back. So if you're a Firefly fan, even though they probably only made like 10 episodes, yeah, it does have quite the following. Braden saying it's the best sci-fi ever. Never seen it. There you go. So those are the days that we're kind of looking at today. We've got National Pig in a Blanket Day, Firefly Day, and Scream Day to relieve some of that stress. Well, this is what happened in my leagues. Time to get on to some OOTP coverage here. My Rocky Mountain Gladiators were in iron last week, made it to the wild card, but lost out to the Rebels, who lost out to the Pelicans, who lost out to the Heaters, I believe. And I don't know who won this league. Once I saw that my team was eliminated, I didn't check back in later. So Rocky Mountain Gladiators, who I don't pay a lot of attention to other than the tourneys and the perfect drafts, they lost in wild card iron, but they get promoted because I think like 10 teams get promoted from iron. So they go up to bronze. Jim Unknown Blue Jays, who apparently I'm with Cubs fan Steve this week in gold. The Jim Unknown Blue Jays were in silver. They made the wild card. They lost out to the Newark Bearcats, who would go on to the championship series. And again, I don't know who won this league here, but my Blue Jays, even though they're unknown, they made it to the playoffs. And not only that, but Christian Yelich, that free card that Perfect Plus members got, or you can get it on the card shop. He was the top average batter in the entire league in silver. So that Christian Yelich hit 324 and was the best batting average in silver. And I also had the best earned run average for pitching. Herb Score, great pitcher. If you don't have him, fairly cheap. Get him on your roster at the lower levels. He had a 233 earned run average. So even though we didn't go far in the playoffs, we were successful with some of our hitters, some of our pitchers. We had the most runs scored. Look at that. We had 894 runs scored. about 70 more than second place. We had 278 home runs, 60 more than second place. We were mashing and bashing in silver. Like I said, I have a unique build in my silver team. Chadwick, Yuri Yelich won MVP in iron. So yeah, they presented us with a really good playable card at the lower levels. And Cobra's best sci-fi, the original Star Trek. I agree with you. Star Trek is my favorite sci-fi. I like Star Trek more than I like Star Wars. Sorry if I offended Star Wars, although I do love Star Wars. However, Cobra, I'd have to say that Next Generation, I have to put just a little bit above the original series. Probably because I grew up while the new shows were coming on. Next Generation, then the original series, and then they all kind of, those two for sure are the best. And Ezra, big Star Trek fan as well. Deep Space Nine for 27. McCoon, yeah, Deep Space Nine with Cisco, with the Ferengi. Remember that one a little bit. Voyager with Kate Mulgrew as the captain, Catherine Janeway. Of course, we got Scott Bakula on Enterprise. But I'm sorry, Scott, if you're watching, you are forever typecast as the Quantum Leap guy. Quantum Leap, oh, I love that show. It probably still is one of the best shows I watched ever was Quantum Leap. Even though if you watch it now, it's probably a little cheesy, but just, I like that whole time travel, going through different dimensions, all that kind of stuff. So Quantum Leap, Scott Bakula, better than Enterprise, Scott Bakula, and even better than CSI, Scott Bakula. Gorgo, good to see you, Gorgo. Yes, if you haven't heard, if you weren't here for our streamathon, Gorgo, after 20 months of streaming OOTP, has decided to take a step back for personal reasons. And good to see Gorgo still in the community. So I am celebrating your 20-month anniversary streaming on Twitch. One of the longtime OOTP streamers who has provided so much great content, so many great stories, so many laughs, and so many good polls. The Gorgo luck will always forever be attributed to Gorgo 2005. So yes, this week I've got the Gorgo avatar up there in the corner to celebrate his retirement, hopefully not forever, but his retirement and his 20-month anniversary of streaming OOTP. So congratulations, Gorgo, on reaching that milestone, and I hope you do well in your tournaments, in your league play, and good to see you part of the chat today. Yes, lots of love for Gorgo out there. Yeah, people love seeing you, Gorgo. D King, McCoon, my iFace pad. All happy to see Gorgo. And thank you to the recent followers, Guan Kus, Joshua J56, and Mortel Mago. Thank you for the follow. Dancing Moose, thank you for joining in. Actually, Dancing Mongoose, not Dancing Moose. That would be a Canadian thing. Dancing Mongoose. And once again, thank you, Nersha Benko, for raiding on a little earlier. Look at that. Gorgo everywhere. Gorgo ringing the bells. Yeah. Okay. So that was the Jim Unknown Blue Jays. Ride to exit in the wild card. Rio Baseball, my Blue Jays, Nersha Benko's Blue Jays, Tesuiji's Blue Jays, probably Mr. Devil Dog's Blue Jays, 5-1 over the Yankees yesterday. So they go home now for a series against the White Sox. So got to get those Blue Jays back on track. A little bit too inconsistent. And Hamilton's Blue Jays. All right. You guys profess to be baseball experts, right? You profess to know everything there is about baseball. I've got a trivia I want. I want you to impress me with your baseball knowledge. So this is put out by a video channel on YouTube called Manly Moments. Manly Moments, and it's for experts only. So let's see how well you know your baseball. I got like 25%. I did not know my baseball trivia that well. Here you go. Question one. In Game 7 of the 1991 World Series, Jack Morris pitched 10 innings. You might remember that as the Twins beat the Braves. The question is, in that momentous Game 7, who was the opposing pitcher? Who did Jack Morris go up against? A, B, C, or D? Who did he face? Come on, you experts, you pros. We've got a Smoltz, we've got a Lee Brandt, we got a couple Lee Brandts, a couple Smoltz. Yeah, 1991. Testing your memory banks. All right, let's see. The opposing pitcher in that pivotal Game 7 against Jack Morris was. Good stuff, John Smoltz. For those of you that guessed Smoltz, yeah, always one of the good cards in Perfect Team, too. You can pull a John Smoltz. He's probably going to do pretty well for you. Aha. Now for the experts. Who got the game winning hit? And they don't give you multiple choice here. Who was the game winning hit in that momentous victory for Jack Morris? It was Gene Larkin. Gene Larkin. Louis got it before I showed it there. Excellent. And what a good memory. All right, question number 2. Who was the only manager to ever get thrown out of 2 different World Series games? Who was it? I'll give you some choices here. Although I think this might be an easy one. Billy Martin, Bobby Cox, Whitey Herzog, or Earl Weaver. You Braves fans, you got your Smoltz and you got your Bobby Cox. Yes, Bobby Cox was ejected. Yes, D King, imagine that stat being tied to your name. Forever a trivia question. What a colorful manager. Here's the experts question. Come on, Braves people. How many times was Bobby Cox ejected from a game in his career? Ezra Denny for the win. A lot. What do you think? Oh, we got 80? 80 is a pretty high number. At least twice. Yeah, Hamilton's playing the odds there at least twice. It's funny. So many big numbers. We got 173, 278, 14. Like the price is right. The answer is he got ejected 158 times. So Mortal Mago, new follower, you guessed 132. Oh, Mr. Devil Dog, did you Google that? Did you Google that? High five, Mr. Devil Dog, fellow Canadian, 158. Hamilton got it right too. He said at least twice. He's taking credit for it as well. All right, next question. What pitcher did Kurt Gibson hit his famous World Series home run off of when the Dodgers played the A's? Ezra, you should know this. Oh, you guys nailed it, I think. Let's see the choices. Honeycutt, Eckersley, Dave Stewart, or Bob Welsh. I see a lot of X in the comments. Fanatic, Louis, J. Silva, Cobra, there he is. How can you forget that face? Dennis Eckersley. All right. Are any of you 3 for 3 so far? Aha. The expert question. What batter walked to get on base ahead of Gibson? Sorry, Machia Pet. Thankfully, Dr. Dynastic's probably not watching. Gorgo says, me. Gorgo walked ahead. Who was the batter? Oh, we got Zen Lunatic guessing Mike Davis. Got a couple with Mike Davis. It was Mike Davis. There you go. Two more questions. In Game 6 of the 1986 World Series, Bill Buckner, sorry, Rich Grisham, if you're watching, sorry to bring this back up, let a ground ball go through his legs to allow the Mets to win the game. Okay, question is, who hit it to him? The Hoosman. True. I know that one. It's true. Who hit that ball to Bill Buckner? Everyone's going with Mookie. Everyone remembers that play so well. And it was, this guy came back on again. Mookie Wilson. Yes. What a great name. One of the best names. Who was it that scored the winning run? Good stuff. Sean Cannon. Ray Knight. You got it. All right, last one. In Game 6 of the 1975 World Series, Carlton Fisk hit his famous 12th inning home run to win the game. That is true. We see that in highlights all the time. The question is, who hit the 3-run homer earlier to tie the game? Dwight Evans, Rico, Carl Yaz, or Bernie Carbo? I'm impressed, guys. I am super impressed that you guys remember who hit that 3-run homer before that. We remember the Fisk one, and the answer is Bernie Carbo. Yes, although the picture's very pixelated. Let's see if he's got one more. Oh, here's an interesting one. We know the waving of the arms, right, from Carlton Fisk. How many times did Carlton Fisk wave his arms? How well do you replay that in your mind? How many times did he wave it? 2, 3, 4, 5? I see a lot of 4s in the chat. It is 3. 3 waving of the arms. Looks like we got a couple tiebreaker questions here. Who was the Yankee pitcher that Pirates second baseman Bill Mazeroski hit the famous World Series ending walk-off home run against in 1960? Sean Soul with the Ralph Terry. Gorgo with the Ralph Terry. It was New York Yankee. Well, in this photo, New York Yankee pitcher Ralph Terry. Good job, Sean and Gorgo. Nailed that one. This isn't that tough, I guess. Who is playing? Who is playing left field for the Yankees in that game and watched the ball sail over the fence? Who is the guy that we saw on the field? How do you guys know this stuff? That is impressive. Sean Cannon, Sean Saul, Mr. Wrestling, Gorgo, all with Yogi Berra. Good stuff. What year did Don Larson throw the only perfect game in World Series history? 47, 50, 56, and 61? It was 1956. And if you like old school baseball, Ezra Denny is playing out the 1958 season with including Willie Mays. How many pitches did Don Larson throw during that entire game? Perfect game, World Series. How many pitches? Gorgo's perfect game was in 55. 97. 97 perfect uh, pitches. All right, last one, a Babe Ruth. Got to have a Babe Ruth question. In 1932 World Series, Babe Ruth hit his famous called shot. Which team was it against? The Cardinals, Cub fan Steve's Cubs, 39 Cobras Pirates, or Gorgo's Reds? The called shot was, of course, Wrigley Field, Chicago Cubs. One of the most iconic moments in baseball history. But do you know this? Last one for you experts out there. Who did he hit it off of? You guys are just way, way, way too good. Charlie Root. Oh, I guess they've got two more here. Guess we're going to do 10 questions. What player ended the 1926 World Series? Dugan, Merkel, Gehrig, Ruth. Do we have two Ruths in a row? Are we going to have a double Babe? Yes, we do. Babe, look how young he looks in that picture. Oh, how cool would it be to see a game played during that era? 1926 St. Louis Cardinals. Anyone remember? Not that you were around back then. Who got who was batting when Babe Ruth got thrown out? Probably gave him a talking to in the dugout. Bob Musil. You got it, Sean Cannon. Good. And the last one for sure, guys. Who holds the record for completing the only unassisted triple play in World Series history? Unassisted World Series triple play. Elmer Smith, Bill Wamgesgans, Jim Bagby, or Tris Speaker. Have we ever seen a Bill W. card in Perfect Team? That name doesn't look familiar. And it is. It is. Answer is Bill W. All right, so there you have some baseball trivia. I thought I was going to stump you guys on a lot of those. Very well done. You guys do know your baseball history. All right, going to go over to the game for a second here. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in and watching and learning a little bit about baseball history. Tomorrow is our This Day in Baseball History, and we play our final play-in game to the Final Four. We have the Mets going up against, can't remember who they play tomorrow. Let me just do a quick check. Quick check here. Who's playing in that game? We've got the 85 Mets. They've qualified. The 96 Royals, the 92 Blue Jays. So tomorrow we have the 85 Padres going up against the 93 Mets. That will give us our Final Four. Started with 32 teams, and after tomorrow's game, we will be down to our Final Four. All right. Let's take a look at OOTP 24 and take a look at the live update save file. Once again, if you're new, you can start playing OOTP from today's date, April 24th. You click on New Standard Game, you name your game, and you click this little button that says Live Start. When you start that game up, it will bring you right to today's standings, today's statistics. Very, very cool that you can start playing OOTP, a save file, right with today's information. So I think I did one this morning. I'm just going to load that one up right here. We should be on April 24th. Let's see. No, we've got April 29th. So let's see if I've got another one here. April 24th. That's the one I want. And yeah, I would recommend you, if you do this more than once, you just kind of name it with that date that you started the game file with. And this is great, again, if you're speculating on live cards, which cards are going to go up, whether it's May 1st or May 8th. I know we haven't got a firm date yet. Last I checked, it's always the first Monday of the month that the live cards are updated. However, May 1st, I believe, is a holiday in Germany. And I know last year, at least once, when Monday fell on the 1st, they waited another week. So we may not see the live updates until May 8th. So either the 1st or the 8th. But it's very cool because when you start this game file, you can click on the standings and you can see all the teams and their current standings. Very, very cool. So we've got Tampa Bay 19-3. Wow. That's all I got to say. We got Tampa Bay and then everyone else. They are on a historic start to their season. We got the Twins. They're in a little tighter division with the Guardians. We've got the Texas Rangers 14-7. And currently in the NL, we've got the Braves and the Mets pretty close. The Pirates, hey, 39 Cobra. How about that? 23 games into the season, and the Pirates are leading their division. Then the Brewers, then the Cubs. And then we got the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers very close with the Padres. And the Giants, only 3 games back, but well below 500. So when you start up a new game file by clicking that little button that says live, you will get all the current standings, all the current statistics in Major League Baseball. So we talked about with kidneys on Thursday that Matt Chapman is an 88 gold. He's going to at least diamond, maybe even perfect down the road. But he's only got 2 more points to go to get to diamond. So this card that you quick sell for 1,000 will be worth minimum 4,000, I would think, unless he just, goes for 0 for 40 in his next 5, 6, 7 games. If anyone has the card shop open now, what is Matt Chapman going for? If you wanted to buy a Matt Chapman on the card shop, is it getting close to that 3,000 mark now, where the return on investment isn't that high? I bought 10 of them. I bought 10 of them at about 2,000 2 weeks ago because I'm a Blue Jay fan. He started the season off well, and I just bought 10 of them with my perfect points. So I'm not sure what he's going for now. Wow, he's going for 3,200. So if you buy him for 3,200, you're gaining 800 when he goes to diamond. I have no doubt he's going to go to diamond. Wow, lowest sell order is 8,000. So the only way you're going to make anything back on Matt Chapman if you buy that is if he goes to perfect. You'll make 12,000, but it's a big gamble that he goes to perfect. We've got the Tampa Bay Randy Arozarena, I guess. He's having a great season. I don't know what card he has right now because I can't see the card shop when I'm in a league file. Let's go over to the combined here. I mean, look at this guy, Luis Arez, hitting 444. He's a diamond, isn't he? Isn't he like a 92 or something? 93? Rosarena. Thanks, Gorgo. Much easier when it's that hooked on phonics. Rosarena. Okay. But Luis Arez, is this going to be a perfect card? He's an 85. Oh, he's a gold. Well, I imagine like Matt Chapman, he's probably going for like 3,200. Probably tough to get a cheap Luis Arraez. Arise. Yeah. I apologize, guys. This Canadian is bad at pronouncing names. You just should have seen me as a teacher when I'd have to do the roll call and the kids would go, sir, it's pronounced this way. Okay. Louis Arraez. Louis. I think I got that part right. So he's selling for basically diamond price right now. So if you want Louis, if you think he's going to go to perfect, he's cheap. If you think he's going to go to perfect, you'll get 20,000 perfect points. But I don't know in his game, in his, like, to get to perfect, you'd have to boost up a bunch of these. I don't think we're going to see his home runs being boosted up. His speed, I don't think we're going to see boosted up. So I don't know if he gets to perfect because you need gap power, eye discipline, home run power. You've got to improve these. And I think he's kind of maxed out. I think he'll definitely get to diamond, but I would not invest him getting to perfect because I don't see in his makeup where he can get there. Who else do we got? Marsh. Someone said to look up Marsh. Marsh. Brandon Marsh from the Phillies. 364. And what's his card level and what's he selling at for those you? So he's a 50 overall. And what's he selling for as an iron card? Last 10 is 22. Buy order is 89. So you've got to bank on him. If he makes it to silver, you're breaking even. So I don't know. I think maybe the moment has passed on him. Unless you think he's going to go to gold, where he's worth at least 1,000. But where are we going to boost his ratings here? Like home run is and gap power pretty. What's he? He's got 4 home runs, so maybe he gets a little boost in home run. But where else are you going to boost his ratings up? Defense are fairly high already. Is he going to get a boost on defense? And this is great because you can look at his fielding stats too. Because that's the thing. Yeah, it's good to say that they're having a great year and having a great start to the year. But where does the increase, if he's going to a gold, you've got to pump up these bars here. And which ones are going to get pumped up? Avoid K's, how many times? He's struck out 22 times. I don't know. Minus 0.2 WAR, yeah. I mean, overall right now, he's got a 1.5 WAR. So that's outstanding, his stats so far. But you're not going to boost up his stealing and speed. He's got 1 stolen base. So that's the thing, is Matt Chapman, I can see where they boost the bars a little bit higher to get to diamond. I don't see it. Marsh, yeah, getting to bronze, maybe even getting to silver, but to gold and beyond, I don't know where you improve on him here, but possible. Contact, yeah, contact absolutely with the 364. What was his contact? So yeah, I guess if they boost him up to a 60, 70 contact. But again, I don't know if that's enough to get him to gold. He's got 3 steps to get up to gold. Got to go to bronze, silver, and then gold. Who else? Who else is having an outstanding one? Josh Lowe. It's those iron and bronze cards. Those are the ones you want to get early and cheap, because if they go to gold or diamond, that's where you make a big return on your investment. Josh Lowe with Tampa Bay hitting 345. 25 years old. So his contact could go up a little bit. He's got 4 home runs. Maybe see a slight boost in home run. He's got 4 stolen bases. What's his defense? There's his defense ratings right now. No errors. And what is he at? Whoever mentioned Josh Lowe, iridescence. What is he? What type of card is he right now? Silver, bronze? Mr. Devil Dog recommends Muncie. Yeah. So here's one that, good candidate to drop. 254, 27 strikeouts. I mean, he's got 11 home runs. So his home run power is accurate. Could even get a boost with his home runs. He's got 11 of them. And Mr. Devil Dog, what is Max right now? Is he must be a diamond if you think he's going to gold? Yeah, I think that's. I mean, again, if Josh Lowe goes from bronze to silver, and you buy 10 of them at around 60 perfect points, you're making 40 times 10. You're making 400. You're not making a lot. If he goes to gold, add another zero on there, 4,000. Bobby Abreu is another one. Oops. Here, let's see, Bobby. Abreu. Where is he? Or not Bobby? Why was I thinking Bobby? Jose, there he is. Houston Astros. 250, yeah. Good candidate to drop. Low average. Struck out 23 times. No home runs. So his home run power is probably going to drop a little bit. Contact going to drop a little bit. Yeah. He's a good candidate to drop. And Mr. Chapman. The Kansas City Royals. Currently, he is. He's played in 8 games. He's got a 0. He hasn't given up an earned run. Only 2 hits against, 2 walks. Yeah, he's off to a fantastic start. And what is he? Is he a silver? I think he's a silver, isn't he? Or did he go down to a bronze? Thing with relievers is 1 month into the season, they haven't pitched a ton. So I don't know how much movement they'll give to relievers. If he's a bronze, I'd say, yeah, he's definitely going to a silver. And last year he was silver for quite a bit of time. So I think that's the lowest he's ever been, I think, is a bronze. So yeah, it's fun, guys. It's fun to download the newest version on OOTP with the latest file save and to go through and to look at the statistics, compare them to the card shop, see what level they're at. Again, we talked about stolen bases before with, Acuna Jr.'s leading the league with 12 stolen bases. So does that mean he's going to get a boost on stealing and speed? Maybe a little bit. So is this a guy that's going to go perfect? Devil Dog, I think he's a 97, right? Is he going to go perfect? Hitting 374? Leading the league from what I see here in stolen bases, I believe. Let's go to stolen bases. Yep. Mateo is 8. Mateo is 8 stolen bases, kind of slowed down a little bit. Acuna Jr. has 12. So I think Acuna Jr., yeah, I think he's going perfect. He's only got 3 to go. And with that average, although his contact can't go up much higher, with that average and with those stolen bases, strikeouts, he's got 16 strikeouts. Defense, 2.19 range. Only one error, 3 assists. Yeah, Nico's up there. I think he's second in stolen bases. Where is that? Yeah, Mullins and Nico. So here's another, but again, how much rating do they put on stolen bases? You know, is that enough to move your card up? He's hitting 355 though, so his contact could go up. So yeah, that might be another good investment. Chicago, Cubs fan Steve, you got to be happy with how he's doing. So again, that's what I love about OOTP. There's so many roads that you can go down, and I'm really enjoying this one this year. We're downloading the latest file save, looking at the standings, looking at the stats. You can put in the injuries. Again, Edwin Diaz, his injuries in here. Batter War, Acuna Jr.'s leading at 1.5. Brandon Marsh, 1.5. Mike Trout, he's not going to drop. He's not dropping. And then Matt Chapman, tied for second in WAR. So he's definitely, he could go up to like a 95. 367, 17 RBIs. Defense, only 1 error, 7 double plays. So yeah, there we go. What I want to do though is take a look based on today's game file. Let's sim ahead. Let's sim ahead. I'm not going to manage the games or anything, but let's see who OOTP, based on today's standings, today's statistics, who they have winning it all. Now, what I did is in the settings, where is it here? I turned off trading because let's face it, OOTP likes to make a lot of silly trades. So I figured it's probably going to be closer to what the teams look like at the end of the season without the trading. So this is a simulation without trades on, and also with the change something else. I think it was, the injuries. I took it off of normal and I put it on very low, just so we don't have half the team injured, because sometimes OOTP with their injury ratings gets carried away a little bit. So those are the only 2 changes. Let's go and let's sim ahead. Let's sim to the end of May. So in May, they've got Tampa Bay at 29-4. Oh, so they see Tampa Bay continuing 30-6. They got the Braves kind of moving ahead in the NL East. Twins and Guardians with the White Sox and the Tigers in a battle. Sorry for your Royal fans. Rangers and Angels, and Dodgers and Giants. And Cubs fan Steve, your Cubs. At the end of May, this is what we're looking like. Blue Jays and Rays, Guardians and Tigers, Angels and Rangers, Braves, Mets, Brewers, Cubs, Dodgers, Giants. Wonder if it shows me the awards here. I'm sure I could find it here somewhere, but let's sim ahead. In fact, let's sim to the end of the regular season. First time I did this, they had the Seattle Mariners beating the St. Louis Cardinals in the World Series, but that was with trades and injuries set at normal. This time I've turned the trades off. So here we have the All-Star lineup. Again, if you're just joining in as the ad break kicked in, thank you, Ness, for alerting me of that ad break. We're doing a little bit of prognostication, looking into the crystal ball based on today's standings, today's statistics, who OOTP has winning the World Series. Looking at the All-Star game, we've simmed up to the All-Star game so far, and we've got Acuna Jr., Luis, we got Austin Riley, Pete Alonso, Schwarber, Will Smith, Brandon Nimmo, Trey Turner, Brian Reynolds, and Max Fried. On the American side, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Corey Seager, Mike Trout, Alvarez, Brian Devers, Marcus George Springer, and Adley as the catcher, and Nestor Cortez as the starting pitcher. So this is what OOTP sees as the starting lineup for the AL and NL. All right, just double checking, guys. Is the sound okay? During the break, I turned it off and took me a few seconds for it to kick back in again. Are we good? Thumbs up on the sound. Thank you, D King. All right, well, we're not going to play out the All-Star game. We're going to cancel that. And let's look at our league leaders at the All-Star break. And we'll go combine. So Mr. Bryant is leading the league in average at 360. Wow, for Colorado. If you want to speculate, there you go. Speculate on Bryant. Home runs, Pete Alonso leading the league at the All-Star break with 34 home runs. 34. How about stolen bases? Is it still Acuna? Where's stolen bases? Yes, Acuna Jr., 48 stolen bases at the All-Star break. I guess he goes to perfect, and he's probably going to stay a perfect for the rest of the cycle. So Mike Trout up there, Ramirez, Chris Bryant. Pitching-wise, we've got Garrett Cole with 12 wins at the All-Star break. And again, it's so cool because you can go and you can click on the game log. And in real life, Garrett Cole, you can see his April starts. He beat Philadelphia, he beat Cleveland, he beat Minnesota, beat Toronto. So yeah, cool to see some of the real life stats mixed in with the game. All right, let's go to the next month. Stay tuned, guys. We do have a giveaway coming up at the end of the stream. In about a half an hour, we will do that giveaway, and then we will raid into the theme team conductor, Mr. EVC in NYC, back from his trip to Chicago. Tim Anderson leading the AL in average at 331. 49, 50 stolen bases for Ruiz. Ramirez leading in batting war in the AL at 5.9, and 16-game hitting streak for Oscar Gonzalez. All right, we're at the beginning of August. Let's look at the standings. Tampa Bay still leading the AL East. Cleveland, Tranquil Farms and the Cleveland Guardians leading the AL Central. Houston Astros have taken over the lead in the AL West. The Braves, huge lead, running away with it. Best record in baseball. August 1st, Atlanta Braves. Chicago Cubs with a 6.5-game lead in the Central, and the San Francisco Giants are leading the NL West. Let's play another month. And again, if you're new to OOTP, you can do this as well. Simply go to the latest game save file, April 24th, and it will load up with all the current statistics, all the current standings. You can change around any kind of settings that you want. I've turned off trades and I've lowered the injuries. Jay Silva, the drawing won't be until about 20 minutes. I haven't started the contest yet, so hang in there. We will do that in about 20 minutes. The Cubs hit the 70-win mark. Atlanta, 20-game lead in the NL East. All right, here we are, September 1st. If the playoffs were to start, we would have Tampa Bay, Cleveland, Houston, with the wild cards going to Toronto, Texas, and the Yankees. In the NL, it's the Braves, the Cubs, and the Padres. Wild cards, the Mets, the Giants, and the Phillies. So really nothing out of the ordinary, right? OOTP has pretty much nailed it with the NL. Except maybe the Cubs. Are the Cubs projected to be the leaders? Probably the Cardinals are a little bit too low, but the NL seems pretty accurate. The AL, yeah, I guess it's pretty good too. Cubs are not projected to be that high. Well, here we go. OOTP says otherwise. All right, let's sim to the end of the regular season. Oh, Gorgo's Reds, 54-86. They have taken a tumble. Devers, best batting average in the AL. Acuna Jr., best in the NL. Nick Lofton, 25-game hitting streak for Nick Lofton. Jeff McNeil, 23-game hitting streak. Will the Reds lose 100? Well, it's looking close. They've got 95, 96, 97. Got a few days left in the regular season. I think the Reds might hold off. 98. All right. We'll sim one more because I think there's one more game to be played on this day. And there we go. Here are the final standings. We've got the Tampa Bay Rays taking the AL East with Toronto and the Yankees grabbing the wild cards. We've got the Twins, who won the Central with a fantastic September. Twins went on a run. Houston and Texas make it out of the AL West. In the NL, the Braves, the Mets, and the Phillies all qualify for postseason. Chicago Cubs, 88-74, and the Dodgers and the Padres. The Giants fell off a cliff in September, finishing 500 on the season, but not making the playoffs. So Mets, Phillies, and Padres are your wild card teams. So there we go. Let's take a look at the playoff tree. Who are you guys calling? Who are you guys calling as the OOTP 24 projected champion based on the April 24th standings? Braves, yeah, Braves had the best record in baseball. Crime in the Woods is going for the dark horse, going with the wild card Blue Jays. So yeah, look at this. The Braves, 115 wins. Remember, this is as of April 24th gameplay. Tampa Bay kind of came down to earth. They're 99. They didn't quite hit the 100-win mark, and the Reds did lose 100 games. But the Washington Nationals and the Oakland Athletics were the two worst teams in baseball. Oakland with 111 losses. Washington with 103. All right, let's sim the first round of the playoffs. See what we got. So the wild card games go first. The Mets, Phillies, they're all tied up. And hey, Crime in the Woods, you were correct so far. The Toronto Blue Jays beat the Rangers. The Twins beat the Yankees. The Cubs beat the Padres. And the Mets beat the Phillies. So we got Rays, Jays, Twins, Astros, Dodgers, Cubs, Mets, Braves. I'm going to go way off the cuff. I'm going to call a Braves Twins final. Let's see. Look at those Cubs go. All right, OOTP forecast based on the April 24th standings. Blue Jays, Astros, pretty close. Dodgers, Cubs tied up. The Rays beat the Jays. The Dodgers, EVC's Dodgers, squeak out a 5-game win over the Cubs. The Mets beat the Braves in a shocker. And the Astros beat the Twins. New York Mets, yep. The Cinderella Mets. Next up, Rays, Astros, Dodgers, Mets. Dodgers take care of the Mets pretty easy, 4-1, and the Houston Astros beat the Tampa Bay Rays 4-3. We go to the OOTP World Series as of April 24th. Dodgers up against the Astros. Again, trades have been turned off. These are their rosters without any trades, and the injury settings have been turned down to low. All right, let's see who takes it. Is it going to be Wildcat Bandits Astros or EVC's Dodgers? Dodgers take game 1. Astros tie it up. 2-1 for the Astros. So Dodgers win 10-4. Astros win 6-4. And then they beat LA 4-1. Game 4 goes to LA. We're tied up at 2. 2-2. Game 5 is being played in LA. Let's see their records. In the regular season, Los Angeles went 88-74, and Houston went 97-65. Game 5 goes to the Dodgers 3-2. Home runs by Muncy and Vargas. 11 innings. The Astros take the lead at the top of the 11th, 2-1, and then the Dodgers with 2 runs in the bottom of the 11th for a walk-off win. Vargas with a 2-run shot. The hero of Game 5. We go back to Houston for Game 6. Arias against Garcia. And the Dodgers. What do we got here for the playoff tree? Dodgers are up 3-2. And there we go. It is done. The Los Angeles Dodgers, according to OOTP on April 24th, have won the World Series over the Houston Astros 5-1 in game number 6. Arias takes the win. He was 3-0 in the playoffs. Garcia takes the loss. All right, let's just play ahead and check out. Let's check out the award winners. Let's see who in Perfect Team might be good cards to go after based on awards for OOTP. And Nas, yeah, you were the only one to pull the Dodgers. Excellent. Good to see. My Blue Jays didn't quite make it. And Cubs fan Steve, yeah, if you can make it to the divisional finals there, you would take that as a win for sure. All right, we're just simming ahead to the winter meetings here so I can see who our playoff winners are, and then we will get to our draw. Again, if you're new to OOTP, if you're just joining in, welcome. You can play the base game. You can play perfect team. You can sim as many seasons as you want. You can go into the year 2942 and see all the different champions, but we are going to take a look at the award winners. Where are the award winners? League history. Awards. All right. According to OOTP this year, here's your award winners. Ohtani, DeGrom, Josh Jung, and Alex Lang. So Ohtani for the MVP, DeGrom for the Cy Young, the Rookie of the Year to Jung, and Alex Lang takes the Reliever of the Year. Your NL award winners, the MVP to Acuna Jr. It's 329, 8.4 WAR. Your Cy Young, although I don't know based on what's happened in the last couple of weeks, maybe still, maybe. Max Scherzer gets your Cy Young. Jordan Walker from the Cardinals, Rookie of the Year, hitting 308. And your Reliever of the Year for the fourth time in his career, Josh Hader. Josh Hader finishing the season with 40 saves for the Padres. There you go. Those are your award winners in the 2023 season. Don't need to look at those other ones. Look at all the fun you can do. So every once in a while, I'm going to download the latest live save file, and we'll quickly play out the season and see if the Dodgers continued to win. Thought it was going to be the Braves. Braves had the most wins. The Oakland A's had the most losses. All right, just going to pop into my perfect team. Want to show you my Gym Unknown Blue Jays. And Cubs fan Steve is in this Gold League too. So we'll take a look at how we've started our Monday off. In about 10 minutes, we will be doing the draw for the 15 standard packs, 10 to one user, 5 to another. And then we're back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for more OOTP historical game action. All right, Gym Unknown Blue Jays are 3-5. We're with Joe Buck Yourself, West Point Halos, Brookmont Benji Cats, and the Pingu Newts, all in our division. Well, Cubs fan, you said you are here somewhere in gold. Let me find your team. There we are, the Cubs, 5-3. So this is gold. What is this? Gold something or other. Where are you, gold? 314. So this is gold 314. All right. Well, we are in opposite leagues there. You're in the A, I am in the N. So maybe we meet up in the finals. St. Louis Devil Dogs. Mr. Devil Dog, is this you or no? This is a different Devil Dog. See you in the series. Yeah, let's make that happen, Steve. All right, this is, remember I said I had a very unorthodox, this is what I'm doing as kind of just an experiment, just for fun, because OOTP should be fun as well. Do some fun things. Even though it's at a higher level already, I'm having some fun with the Gym Unknown Blue Jays. So first of all, my ballpark. I picked one of the Perfect Team Plus ballparks. Let's see if I can find it here. There it is. is it Navin or Navin? The Detroit Tiger Field. And it is an extremely, where is it here? Slightly hitter, extreme right-handed batters. There we go. So this is my ballpark modifiers. I've got it really jacked up 1.201. 1.201 for home runs, right-handed batters. So that being said, when you look at my lineup, because I want to have some fun, look at my power. Look at my power for my right-handed batters. All my batters here are right-handed. Look at that power. All right. Look at those dingers, baby. How many dingers are we going to hit in gold just having some fun in a ballpark, Detroit Tigers ballpark, where we jacked up right-handed home runs? Bautista, Pfeffer, Mitchell, Hank Aaron, Hank Wilson, Schmidt, Davey Johnson, Napoli, Gavi, and Rudy York, all in the blue. And then even our other hitters, Steffens, Allison, Acuna Jr., and Christian Yelich. Look at that. I've got one left-handed batter on the team. Christian Yelich is my only left-handed batter. And get this, he led the league in average last season with the same ballpark. He hit 324. Just crazy. But again, I just want to experiment a little bit and try it out and go with heavy home running hitters that are right-handed hitters and see how it plays out. See how my home games do. I've got Herb Score, pitcher of the year last year in silver. Louis Tiant, who I just brought over in the offseason. Slim Jones, Frank Tanana, and of course, Dave Stieb. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this season plays out. So Cubs fan, I don't know because we're in opposite places here, but let's see if we match up anywhere on the schedule. Doesn't look like it. Nope. I don't happen to play interleague against you this season, which is too bad. That would have been kind of fun. So again, those of you that are just starting out and asking, how do I build my team? Which players should I get? What do I do? I would start by looking at your ballpark. Look at your ballpark modifiers and, have some fun. Create a team that is going to benefit in that ballpark. So in this 1926 Detroit Tiger Field, I've got under 1 for average for my lefties and righties. I've got way under 1 for my left-handed home run batters. So sorry, Christian Yelich. And then I've jacked up to 1.2, which is one of the highest on here. In fact, it might be the highest for right-handed batters. Might be why I picked that ballpark. Yeah. It is the highest ballpark for the modifier home run right-handed batters. So yeah, I've built my team based on the ballpark that I think it might benefit in. We'll see how it goes. Going to be fun anyway. All right, let's get over to my ending screen here. Screen share. That one. Again, big thank you to Nurse Banker. We waited into with over 150 people a little earlier into stream. Thank you so much. We will be repaying the favor in about 10 minutes as we raid into EVC, and he gives us an update, including some Cub fans, Steve, glorious news about a trophy that he won with his theme team. My theme team, one of them will be making its debut next week. Next week, one of my theme teams, not my lights, camera, action one. I don't have enough players there that have been in movies yet, but my second theme team is almost ready to go. I'm 2 players away. So I'm hoping on Thursday with the new cards that come out, I'll get 1 or 2 of them that can qualify. Now, it's made up of a lot of iron and silver. It's not a meta team by far, but it's a team I'm going to have fun with. So next week on EVC's Monday stream, he'll be talking about the new lap theme team. And I'm really excited. I'm really pumped up to get it in the theme team leagues. So stay tuned for that. So we will be rating in there in about 10 minutes. And we'll check out what's going on in the theme team world. All right. Make sure I load the right contest here because we're not doing the code giveaways anymore. That was part of the marathon, streamathon. So the contest is underway, guys. Exclamation ticket or exclamation enter gets you in. And Wildcat Bandit, you rock and roll, good sir. First one in again into the contest. Exclamation ticket, exclamation enter. Get your name in. We're going to let that run a little bit. And let's see if we can get, as we celebrate Gorgo's 20th month anniversary, streaming on Twitch and OOTP, let's see if we can get a little bit of Gorgo luck as we open up about 10 packs as the contest is going on. So get those emotes going. Send me a little bit of hound luck here or some Gorgo luck. You feel free to use the Gorgo emotes, the EVC emotes, the Tranquil Hill Farm emotes. Thank you to Mr. Furious for the follow. Thank you for Shift 3D for the follow. For KQ7619, thank you for following. Ibert2 sounds like something in the Julius Caesar days. Ibert2, thank you. Snored 0489 and Ez the Dog. Captain SB 2023. Oh, hi, Zara. Thank you for the follow. And Secrets Kill Band. Ooh, sounds mysterious. Mort Lamago. Thank you for the follow. And again, Joshua 56 and all others that have followed earlier today. Big shout out to my recent followers. In fact, let's have them for the last part of the episode here. Let's have them scroll across the screen. Okay, let's get some Gorgo luck here, guys. Let's pull about 10 packs. Get some of those righties with high home run power, or a Matt Chapman would be nice because he's probably going up to diamond. Acuna Jr., I'll take that one. And let's switch over and get to the screen. Exclamation ticket, exclamation enter gets you into the contest. Let's roll. Even a Shane Bass. Come on, let's give Rob Deer in Headlights a Shane. Oh, not the silver, but look at that. Beautiful. I would consider this Gorgo luck. Iron Jackie. I don't have this one yet on the team, so that is 67% done. The gold mission for Jackie Robinson. One more to go. Needs to be a silver for True Luck. All right, let's rub those hands together. Let's see if we can get that silver Jackie. Well, we got a silver. We did get a silver Jackie. That is so funny. Let's rub our hands together to get the silver Jackie. And what do we get in the next pack? A silver Jackie. Just the wrong one. I'll be more specific next time. A silver Jackie Robinson. Yeah, sure, Minerva. Sure. All right, come on. No golds yet. No diamonds. Silver Kevin. Silver Sam. We're getting some good silvers for sure. Gold. We have a gold card. It is the gold Evan Phillips, who may or may not. Will he go up to diamond? We will find out soon. Exclamation ticket, exclamation enter gets you into the contest. Somewhere Kidneys is wishing this counted for the showdown. I don't know about that. I'm pulling some golds now. Javier Baez. There we go. There's one for Cubs fan Steve. Come on, Silver Jackie. Or if I pull an Atlee, Haymaker, whoo. All right, we've got a diamond. Here we go. Diamond. Stretch. And the diamond card is Spencer Strider. Hey, is he potentially going up to perfect? Could this be a perfect card in a couple weeks? You guys tell me. 4 more packs. Exclamation ticket, exclamation enter. He's only been okay so far. Well, I'll hang on to him. Maybe down the line. Casey Stengel. And a diamond number 2. I don't think Kidneys would want to go up against my pack pulls today. And a Vlad Guerrero. Maybe, was this the April Fool Vlad Guerrero? Maybe. All right, diamond card. Chris Bryant. Well, according to OOTP, Chris Bryant's going to have a fantastic year and lead the NL in average. So maybe he will go perfect at some point. And yes, Mr. Wrestling, I have seen people pull 3 of the same card in one pack. It has happened. 2 more packs. And the last chance at a Silver Jackie today. Do we get it? No, we don't, but we do get a Chad Pinder. Everyone needs a Chad on their team. "30 seconds, exclamation ticket, exclamation enter. We've got, what do we got? 73 entries so far for some free packs. Free packs. Don't forget to catch TJ Lauerman tomorrow night, maybe Rich Grisham tonight for some more OOTP packs from Twitch. 83, some late birds here. We are going another 30 seconds. Exclamation ticket, exclamation enter. Machia Pet, GT Sundown, Loco, Pabs. 15 seconds. As always, guys, thank you for supporting the channel. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the views. Glad to have you here on a Monday. It is a great day for baseball. Great day for baseball. And in Alberta, we are above 10 degrees. It's even a better day for baseball. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to those around you during these difficult times. And don't go anywhere. I will take you right to EVC and NYC. You don't have to push any buttons. You will automatically go through cyberspace and end up in his stream in about 3 minutes. Got it. You are now registered. This has been episode number 89. Let There Be Giants. Hope you get that LE Haymaker card. It is a beauty, as they like to say. All right, time to take off, eh? We're heading over to EVC. Hang on tight. We'll play out with a little bit of music as we make the transition over. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next episode.